Hi, I'm Kristen,
And I'm Grayson.
and today we're going to talk about some techniques that you can use with individuals who stutter. For this activity, Grayson is going to tell me a little bit about what she did over Thanksgiving break with her family. While she tells me about her Thanksgiving break, we are each going to write a tally mark on our paper every time we notice that she stutters. Then we will talk about how many marks we made on our paper and talk about the strategies that we can use when we know that we are about to stutter. This activity will help Grayson become more aware of her stutter so that she will be able to change the technique she uses when she speaks in order to speak more fluently. Okay, Grayson, so go ahead and tell me a little bit about your Thanksgiving break, and while you do that, make sure to write a tally mark every time you notice that you stutter.
Okay. I went to Tennessee to visit my dad's family. We had a lot of turkey, and we played some football.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like you had a great time on your Thanksgiving break. Okay, how many tally marks did you have on your paper?
4.
Good job. I had 4 as well, so that I can really see that you're understanding how to notice when you stutter and identify that. So great work. Okay, so the next technique that we're going to use is called bouncing. For this activity, I'm going to give Grayson a list of sentences and then I'm going to have her read them out loud. However, before she reads them out loud, I am going to model and explain the correct way to work through her stutter. For the first 3 sentences, we will practice bouncing. And Grayson, I'm going to have you read each sentence aloud and then stop at the end of each sentence. During each sentence, I want you to focus on purposely using your bouncy speech and just really letting your stutter come out. Okay? And I can give you an example first. So, for example, I could say, I like apples. You want to try that for me for these sentences? All right.
Yesterday, Tom went to the store and bought some apples.
Nice job. Try the next one.
Sarah and Jim are going to the beach on Saturday.
Good job. And I like how you remember to use your technique of bouncing your pen or putting your finger on the table as you bounce so that you remember to really let your bounces come out for your stutter. Good work. Okay, the next technique that we're going to talk about for the next 3 sentences is called cancellations. I'm going to have Grayson practice some cancellations in her speech. For these sentences, Grayson, I want you to pause after you notice that you stutter, and then I want you to start the sentence again and slowly and easily try and say the word again as fluently as you can. Okay, so for example, it would sound something like, I like apples. See how I paused there and then restarted? Okay, go ahead.
Kate saw a movie last Friday.
Okay, good job. Try the next one.
Taylor's favorite food is pizza.
Try the last one.
Jill and Jim saw 5 dogs at the park.
Good job. I really like how you made sure to take your time and slow down and really think about saying those words fluently. Great job. Okay, so both of these techniques can be used to help Grayson learn to smooth out her disfluencies so that her speech becomes more fluent. This activity will also help Grayson learn to decrease the tension when she stutters, and it will help teach her to continue to produce fluent speech and continue her speech while she's talking.
So now we're going to demonstrate 2 more techniques, the first being easy speech or easy onset.
Easy speech is purposely taking our time and anticipation of words that may be stuttered on or disfluent, and prolongating them so that they become more fluent. Easy speech helps to activate the vocal folds and initiate phonation before a stutter occurs. So Kristen is going to practice easy speech by placing a phone call to her aunt while also utilizing this visual aid that we created. She'll be tracing her finger along this line during her easy onset word. And I drew a turtle on there because during our therapy sessions, we've referred to the easy onset as our turtle talk. Okay, so Kristen, we're going to practice using our turtle talk on a phone call with your aunt. Remember, I want you to use your finger to trace along the line during your easy onset words or your turtle talk words, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Mhm.
Okay.
Hi. How are you? Good. I'm good. Today at school, I made a craft. I used lots of bright colors. I gave it to my teacher and she loved it. How was your day? Good, I'm glad. Thanks. Bye.
That was a great use of your turtle talk with that phone call. I bet your aunt loved it. Okay, so the next technique that we're going to demonstrate is freezing. And freezing is staying stuck in our disfluencies on purpose in order to release the tension and control the stutter. This will help Kristen both identify her moments of disfluency and release the tension during them. Kristen's going to read aloud a few sentences of the Rainbow Passage and purposely prolongate her disfluencies while reading. While prolongating them also, Kristen will be using a visual and gestural cue of clenching her fist during the disfluencies and then slowly releasing them as she works through it. All right, so Kristen, we're going to work on our freezing technique that we've been talking about. So we're going to read a few sentences of this paragraph. I'll go first, and I'm going to also use the clenching fist that we practiced last week, clenching while you're stuttering, and then unclenching as you work through it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'll read the first sentence, and then you'll read the next two.
Okay.
When the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act like a prism and form a rainbow.
The rainbow is a division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a long round arch with its path high above and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon.
That was a really great use of your fist, demonstrating you letting go of that tension throughout your stutter. I really enjoyed that.
Thanks.